Boulder County debris removal from the buildings lost in the Marshall Fire will begin March 1st.
Of course, fire victims are skeptical. They say they've been kept in the dark about much of the process. And today, Boulder County selected DRC, a company based in Texas, to handle debris removal after a bidding process. About 800 homeowners have opted into the program. Boulder County will pay for the removal and is eligible for a FEMA reimbursement of up to 75%. Now, it is still unclear exactly how much the cleanup will cost. Denver 7's Russell Haythorne spent the day in Louisville talking with homeowners about what's next.
And while there is a collective sigh of relief tonight, still a long road to recovery.
It gets better day by day.
For Leslie Draper, the past 6 weeks has certainly had its ups and downs.
I did get a chance to have a church group help me do some sifting yesterday, so I feel I'm getting a little more closure.
Christian Dino lost his home too.
We've taken over the basement in my mother-in-law's house in Niwot.
Both of these Marshall Fire victims are ready for the debris removal process to begin.
I think probably most people might be ready for that.
I think there's definitely going to be a sigh of relief when the debris removal actually begins.
Boulder County is promising debris removal will start on March 1st, the county awarding the contract to DRC after a weeks-long bidding process that at times seemed to drag on and on for victims.
People are very confused about what's going on and what's next and who's doing what and who's reimbursing who, and it's just a really overwhelming process.
Dino agrees. He says awarding the contract is a step in the right direction, but he's still very concerned about the city of Louisville's green rebuilding policy.
I reached out to several solar companies and received some solar bids for what it would take for a net zero solar panel installation on site, and received numbers coming in at around 50,000 just for that one piece.
For Draper, it's about rebuilding costs as well and underinsurance.
I'm not even sure yet. I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to afford to do it, but I was just laughing thinking maybe I'll just put a tiny house on there.
Two homeowners who lost it all worried about what's next while trying to remain upbeat.
It's like you just got to have a good attitude about it.
In Louisville, Russell Haythorne, Denver 7.
Take this in depth. There are multiple wildfire bills moving through the state legislature right now. One of them aims to make it easier for victims to file and receive initial claims on lost property. Another would offer incentives to local governments that establish a dedicated revenue source for forest management or wildfire mitigation efforts. Both bills are still being considered in House committees.
And putting this in perspective, because there really is no hard and fast rule on how long a rebuild should take. In 2012, the Boulder Canyon fire destroyed nearly 350 homes in the Mountain Shadows neighborhood of El Paso County. The Colorado Springs Gazette notes that 250 of them were rebuilt within 2 years. A year after Waldo Canyon came the Black Forest fire, and rebuilding was quick for some. Others struggled mightily to clear trees and debris from their properties. And more recently, we look to the Camp Fire in Paradise, California. As destructive as any fire we've seen, it destroyed nearly 19,000 homes, businesses, and buildings. That was in 2018. And then 3 years later, only 1,000 homes have been rebuilt.